As you all know by now, Batman vs. Superman has moved to March of 2016, ending the high-stakes game of chicken between it and Captain America 3, which were scheduled to open on the same day in May 2016. When asked about how this situation even began, WB President Dan Fellman said the following: "In terms of going back and reviewing the situation, it looked to us and maybe our oh my God, I'm sorry. Reconnaissance wasn't great that they were not going to have a movie ready on that date. Just that they held on to it and they might not be able to deliver. But they took another position. Schnepp, buy or sell Fellman's reasons for originally planning to open on the same day as Captain America 3.
I'll buy it. I mean, he's basically kind of in a certain way admitting, saying, hey, look, we were going to go head-to-head with them, and then we just figured let's make more money by opening earlier. I mean, why hurt both of the films by taking away from each other when you know they're both going to be giant hits? So, you know, instead of slugging it out, they're like, hey, you can keep your date. We'll open 2 months earlier and get all that extra money. So I think it's a smart way of saying, you know, hey, look, instead of playing chicken, we're going to bow back 2 months and get all that extra flavor. The reconnaissance thing is a nice cover, but, you know, it makes sense. We all knew that somebody was going to move, and, you know, that's how chicken works, you know.
Mary?
I'm going to sell this. I think I agree with what you're saying. I just think to openly admit that you thought Disney or Marvel was somehow not going to make their date when they've done everything so on point and so buttoned up to now is insane to me. Like, how can you be like, well, we just didn't think Disney was going to have their stuff together to get this out on time when they've never not. So if he's going by any track record, his reconnaissance is not only bad, I mean, it's terrible. So I'm gonna sell this. I don't think that they thought that. I think they maybe made a mistake and then they kind of had to figure out a way to cover it up.
Oh yeah, I'm completely selling this because here's our options here. Either A, the president over at Warner Brothers is lying, or B, he's an idiot. And I choose to believe he's not an idiot. But what point would make anybody think, yeah, Marvel doesn't have a very good track record of having their act together. They're kind of a mess over there.
They never make their dates.
They never make their dates. Now, some people might say, hey, you know, Thor 2 changed release dates and stuff like that. Sure they did, but they were on schedule and they just chose to change release dates. To say that, oh, we just didn't think they were going to make their date. No, you knew they were going to make their date. And you decided you wanted to up the ante. And who knows? Look, at the end of this day, this whole game of chicken they had might have played right into both of their hands. Because how many times on this show alone have we talked about this game of chicken?
At least
thus
10.
Talking once again about Batman vs. Superman and talking about Captain America 3. So it kind of worked out for both of them, but I don't buy this whole thing of, oh, we just didn't think they'd make the date. I don't buy it. Anyway, Dennis?
I'm going to sell it because he used the word reconnaissance. What is it? Is this Splinter Cell? Like I picture like this shadow-covered guy like sneaking into the Marvel Disney Studios, like hanging from the ceiling, getting the information. Well, he's got bad reconnaissance. And you know what would be the ultimate insult now? If Marvel moves Captain America 3 to March, right on the day. That'd be hilarious.
Awesome.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm buying it because I think his excuse is awesome. That's why I like using his reconnaissance is an awesome, because we all know why they moved it, but he has to cover it. So the guy who was embedded, something happened to him.
But you're right. It was the smart move for them to do, and they're going to reap benefits from it.
They're going to make an extra $200 million. So
I agree.
They're not the losers in this one.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.